Meryl Evans here with a 10-part theory on how to create great captions. I've been using captions since getting my first decoder in 1983 and getting hooked on the Carrington and Colby family views on Dynasty. Even though it's been more than 30 years, the components of excellent captions haven't changed much. That's because simple works. Of course, we've seen improvement in captioning. Before we dig into the first rule of awesome caption, let me ask you something. What do you think makes good or bad caption? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's get started with the first and most important rule of great caption. It needs to be readable. If you only follow one rule, make it this one. Readability has 4 parts: size, color, background, and font. Let's start with size. Small captions can be tiring to read, even for people who don't wear glasses. Large captions can cover up too much of the video. Goldilocks learned the hard way. You want to aim for just right. Not too big, not too small. Next, the color of the text. The key is contrast. White text with no background can make or break the readability. The thin white font drains the eye because it tends to get lost in the background. Like in this example. For the longest time I had no interest in an Apple Watch. I hadn't even worn a watch in years. A friend had one and convinced me to try it. To my surprise, it made my life as a deaf person easier. The interesting thing about that clip is that if you spend videos the first size, the readability is so much better. So make sure your captions are readable whether the screen is small or large. A little bigger, a little bolder white font can work because there's enough contrast like in this clip. A little bigger, a little bolder white font has contrast. I've seen some videos with more than one color in the caption. The recommendation is to use one color, mainly because many people are colorblind. According to the National Institute of Health, about 80% of men have red-green color blindness. Using one color ensures a consistent and effortless reading experience. Now for background, we'll use the color behind the text. Standard captions use the black background with white text. It works well. It's my personal favorite. But some think it hides too much of the video. A compromise is to use a transparent background, like in this example. Check out the transparency on the bottom here. Aim for enough transparency so the text does not get lost in the video. You also want a strong contrast between the background and text. And finally, the last factor of readability is the font. Goldilocks applies here too. The font needs balance in that it's neither too thin or too thick, that the letters blend together. As for font style, aim for simplicity because fancy font can hurt readability. Captions will never win beauty contests because pretty and colorful defeats their purpose. The readability of great captions are effortless. It allows the viewer to quickly read the captions while watching the action on the screen. That's why readability is the #1 rule of great captions. I'm Meryl Evans. Thanks for captioning and following.